everyone. Michael from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au. So we're out the front of the ABC offices. We're about to wander in and really excited about the fact that mainstream media is looking at gold and all things bullion. So excited to see what questions they ask me and how much we get across today. Stay tuned.
The price of gold is often seen as a key indicator of the health of the global economy. So why has it recently skyrocketed to an all-time high? Michael Pepper from Melbourne-based gold and silver dealer Bullion Now joins us on the couch.
G'day, Michael.
So good to have you here, Michael. I'm really excited because you've got some shiny props, and who doesn't love shiny things? But let's start at the start. Why is the price of gold so high right now?
So gold is, as you said, very much an indicator of economy and unrest around the world. So we're seeing all-time highs, if you like, of civil unrest, uncertainty, both from an investment perspective, but also from a political perspective. We've got elections coming up in fairly major economies around the world. Obviously, there's conflict. All those types of things are making people uncertain. And when people are uncertain and they panic, they run to gold because it's got that 5,000-year history of security and you know you can take it anywhere. If I buy it in Australia and take it overseas, I know that I'm going to get a similar price for it because it's traded worldwide. It's very easy to move around wherever you need to take it. And it's always got that surety to it wherever you are and wherever you're going, so people like that.
We give the gold price each morning when we're doing the finance. It's currently $2,300 an ounce, which is about 3,500 Australian. It's made us wonder whether people are starting to look at some of the jewellery they might have tucked away that they never use and thinking, well, could I actually be making some money out of this?
Well, possibly. Jewellery's not the best way to get into gold. It's obviously one way, but particularly in Western countries where we pay a lot for the artistic side of jewellery, so that both the labour on it and also designs and that, you'll find that it can increase the price, 10, 20, 50, 100% or many hundreds of percent over the actual core value of the gold itself. Whereas if you're buying it in, as the samples that I've brought in, you're buying it in bar form or coin form, the margins or the premiums above that you're paying above its core price are very low. So while it's good to have jewellery, it's better to have it in another form if that's your intent.
Michael, it's always good to have jewellery, and I agree with you, but for, say, like a gold necklace, I don't know, that maybe people have at home, are you saying it's probably not worth that much realistically? I know you have to consider carat amount.
You absolutely do. So it depends on if it's 9 carat, 18 carat or pure. It depends on how much you've paid. So if it's an intricate design, quite often they're quite expensive. So if you can sell it back into the jewellery market, if it has a value there, then yes, you will get those higher margins that you've paid for it in that way. But if you're looking at effectively getting it melted down, dealing in the scrap side of it, I think you'll be disappointed with what it's worth from that side of it.
Interesting. Well, tell us what you've got there.
So I brought in a bit of a selection just so you could see, and you guys can hold it there. That's actually a kilo of gold there.
Which camera's going to... There you go. Camera.
Yeah.
This one.
So that's a kilo. So in your hand is about 114,000 Australian dollars.
114,000 Australian dollars.
No wonder you came in with 5 security officers.
You just put that one over there.
Okay, I got it.
They have security. Right. I just saw them.
So the more normal size is that, which is called 1 ounce.
So you wouldn't notice a little one like that.
No, you wouldn't.
But how much is that one?
So that's about a bit over $3,500.
That's an ounce.
Okay,
so,
interesting.
And it's not actually the ounce that we cook with. It's a troy ounce. So it's actually about 31.1 grams. In your hand.
A troy ounce is 31.1 grams.
Yeah.
That's how we talk gold.
Yes, that's correct.
And what else have you got?
So, well, the one you've got in your hand is...
Big one.
Oh, you've got the big one.
She's just distracting me. So we can go into a minted bar, which is just a different shape. They're both both weigh the same.
I like this shape.
And then, and then you can go into the coin. So this is actually a coin produced by the Perth Mint over in WA. It actually has legal tender. Theoretically, you could spend it, but however, it's got a face value that's 1/2 ounce, so it's about 15.5 grams. So you're looking at about, that $1,750, $1,800 in your hand, but it's got a face value of $50.
And easy to bring anywhere to any
Absolutely.
country.
Michael,
Anywhere.
are you finding that people are interested in because of the price of gold? Like,
Very
what's
much
going
so.
on there? Because I've heard of people actually, even though you've kind of, dampened the enthusiasm about selling your jewellery, I have heard of
Lisa's changed
people
her mind.
queuing up to basically get their jewellery valued to work out whether they have something far more valuable around their neck than they thought previously.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's absolutely got a gold content. So jewellery absolutely has a base value to it. It depends on which way you're coming at it. Am I selling off grandma's necklace that she left me type of thing? And then you might be pleasantly surprised. If you're taking in the latest, necklace that you've bought from a jewellery store, you're probably going to be disappointed because it's probably, 20, 30, 40% of what you paid is actually its gold content in there. Yeah. But talking jewellery and that sort of thing, it's almost like saying, well, the Mona Lisa's worth an absolute fortune, but if you're breaking it down to its core, it's 4 bits of wood, a bit of paint and a bit of canvas. So how are we valuing it here? You wouldn't sell the Mona Lisa for its core value, you'd be selling it for its collector value or the pleasure that it brings you for looking at it. So that's the difference that you've got to look at there.
And we don't do financial advice, but
Absolutely
are many
not.
Australians doing this, stockpiling?
More and more Australians, it's not been part of our culture historically. Like we all know about the gold rush, we learnt about it, in high school and primary school and things like that. But as a culture, we don't tend to store our wealth in gold. A lot of our migrant populations, they do. It's very much part of the Asian culture and the Eastern European culture particularly. And we're seeing that culture, that education spread through Australia as we become more diverse. So more Australians are seeing it as an integral part of their investment portfolio.
Michael, if you could take the big one away from Lisa, because I don't want to do the show selfishly.
It is tricky to actually steal something on live television.
And you're worth your weight in gold as a co-presenter, and I just don't want to lose
very
you.
much. Michael,
No worries at all.
really interesting. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Not a problem. It was a pleasure.